Hey guys, Khamo here. Just wanted to do another video. This time I'm going to do it a little bit differently. I've got a replay of a fairly recent game. It was in January. I'm just going to go through and play it at maybe 4 or 8 times speed. And just try and give you my really high level thoughts as I'm playing. So hopefully this will be a little bit better to watch because it's a lot quicker. You don't have to stick around for 45 minutes or an hour. And it's a little bit easier for me too because I don't have to sit there and talk during a match. I probably still will do live recordings in the future, but this is something that I can do pretty easily. And just pump out a quick video for you guys. So without any further ado, I'll start it up here. I will follow my camera and let's speed it up to maybe 4 times for now. So as you guys probably already know, I like to start in the Balkans. So right now I am grabbing a couple of countries. I'm keeping my eye on the rest of the Balkans to make sure nobody else is expanding in the same area. I see yellow down there, so I'm just trying to grab as much land as possible before having to confront him. So blue has offered me peace. Obviously I'm going to take it right away. A good move when somebody offers you peace, when you're starting from the Balkans, he's coming from up north, take Belarus and Ukraine right away. He's not going to be able to fight you because he just said peace. Obviously don't do it if he's not already in there, if he's already in there. So at this point I knew I had enough income to just go ahead and attack yellow and just clean them up. Typically the Balkans isn't really big enough to host 2 people anyways, so his time was limited there. So looks like I'm being a little bit aggressive here. I wouldn't say I typically would push into the Middle East right away, but because I had peace with blue, and because dark blue and purple were fighting each other, I'm just going in there. Might be easier to just watch if you're watching the mini-map. Typically while I'm playing the game, I'll keep my eyes peeled on that mini-map quite a bit. It's almost more important than watching your actual screen. So I pushed in there, I let dark blue live. I'm taking Russia because not only do I have this area in the Ukraine, but I also have this Middle East choke. So it's usually a lot easier to hold if you've got both of those.
The doctor is in.
Looks like brown is kind of built up right along the border, so I didn't really like that. He was talking about taking Russia and building up there, so I had to attack him. Yeah, I'm not too sure. I think I'm trying to defuse the situation so people don't think I'm a monster. And yeah, let's see what happens here. I think I tell Brown that he can fight for it. Okay, yeah, so Brown can fight for Russia. It's really not worth my effort. Typically, I view Russia as, if it's open and available, I'll take it, but I'm not going to fight to have it. It's just way too costly to try and defend. Okay, so here I'm building up a bit of a navy because I see orange has a navy.
The doctor is in.
I'm not typically a navy type of guy, but I have been becoming more into navies lately because especially if you're in the Balkans area or in the Middle East and you've got some islands and stuff, if somebody else gets a navy that's bigger than yours, they're going to be able to boss you around and basically wear you down to nothing. So it's pretty important to have a superior navy. I'm not too sure what I'm doing here. I think this is just kind of a wild card move. Just to take some heat off. You know, I know I'm saying that I'm defending dark blue. It is possible that that's what I was thinking because I didn't want orange in the Middle East with me, so I just go attack him. Usually you can get away being like one of the biggest guys and attacking somebody else if you're defending somebody. So, looks like that's what I'm doing. Taking a couple of islands. Pushing into Tunisia. I'm not sure if I do get this. I think I do. Yeah, it's been a while since I actually watched this replay. It's been a few months, so I'm not too really sure what happens. I know I won, but that's about it. So far I've grabbed a few islands, and Orange has mobilized his entire army to come at me. I don't really want to fight him, because if I fight him and lose, that's going to suck for me. If I fight him and beat him, everybody else is going to attack me. So I basically just wanted to weaken him up, and then I just get out of dodge real quick. So I'm loading up my drop ships, Hercules, whatever, and taking them back to my area, and just not engaging in a fight. I'm poking at him a little bit, though. I think I use my Ravens here to just attack him a little bit, which is funny. This is back when Ravens were still around. I hadn't really used Ravens a lot. I wasn't playing much around that time. And they're really kind of funny because you can really annoy some people with it. So I think I was just trying to get under Orange's skin. I think it was working too. So yeah, not too sure. Just gonna poke around for a bit. Let's see what the next kind of high level thing here is. Looks like Brown is building up. I'm gonna go take a look over here and stop following my camera. Yeah, so Brown's building up. I'm not sure I really saw that until it was a little too late. So maybe I see it right now. Yeah, so now I see it. So my default move is never to really defend Ukraine inside of Ukraine. I will turtle back into Romania. It's a lot easier to hold those chokes. That way, like, somebody like Blue couldn't get on the other side and sandwich you. And so now I'm just unloading all those troops that I had in Africa and bring them up into the Balkans to defend. So that's a really good lesson. It's like, don't throw away units just because, you know, somebody was coming to fight you. I mean, I was in Africa, I was poking around, but it cost me like 30 or 40 minerals to get a bunch of dropships and just get all my guys out there, and they came in super handy. I absolutely needed them. So Brown decided to back off because I had a strong enough force to counter him. So I may push up and take Ukraine now. Looks like that's what I'm doing. But being kind of careful about it because I do not want Brown to come attack me. So I'm taking my Belarus back, and as I'm doing this, you can see I've got my like 3 balls of units. That's kind of keeping him surrounded the entire time. So that just keeps him on the defensive, right? I'm not necessarily interested in fighting him, but I'm interested in keeping him on his toes so that he's not attacking me. So at this point, I see Blue massing up, and I say, "Oh shit!" And I run back to my land, and I try and build up whatever I can with my mineral reserves, and just bring my units back. Luckily for me, Brown decided to attack Blue, which is pretty fortunate for me because it looked like Blue was about to attack me. So I definitely got out of that one pretty well. And I just go back to tormenting Orange, because when Brown and Blue are attacking each other, I don't have to do anything. They're going to weaken each other. The problem with that is Orange, relative to them, is going to get real strong. So I'm just sitting here making Orange weak as well.
Raven online.
Some units here. Nothing too major happening right now. Looks like Blue and Brown are going at it pretty hard. target. Clean up a few more units in Tunisia. Meanwhile, just blue and brown are just burning money. It's fantastic. So right now, looks like orange is pushing into my area. He's probably just getting pissed off with me harassing him. So at this point, I basically just have to defend. That's a very easy choke to defend, in my opinion. You load up Hungary, you get some guys kind of on the corner of Poland, Ukraine, and Romania, and you just get a nice surround there. It's actually really ideal because basically you've got 3/4 of a circle, and he's attacking from 1/4 of the circle, so it's kind of nice. So now brown finished cleaning up blue. He may be pushing out into Russia to go finish off blue, I'm not too sure. Okay, so brown just said blue attack light green, so he's looking to fight me. But I think what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to hold off orange in Italy, pardon me. And I'm going to bring the bulk of my units up into Russia. So now I'm offering blue a chance to get brown's land, if he helps me. So blue didn't really go for that. I think he's trying to attack me as well. So that's not too great. But I'm just using my 3 balls of units up in Russia to push brown back into his area, back into Finland. And as I'm doing that, I'm taking all the bases in Russia. Because if I've got so many units up in the north and I don't have to defend anywhere else, really makes sense to take Russia at this point. If I have to keep those, big balls of units up by Finland anyways, it's basically, it has the entire, all of Russia defended anyways. So I think I just continue pushing in because it's very hard to defend Finland. So I just push into Finland as well and just take that. Might as well. That leaves kind of less chokes for me to worry about. Meanwhile, this whole time I've broken through into Italy, so I've taken Italy. So I'm just laying low for a second. Right now, dark blue is attacking orange, so I don't really have to attack orange. In fact, like, I'm worried that dark blue will get too strong. And especially with dark blue being in my base. I don't really like that so much, with him being in the Middle East. So at this point, I'm just doing a bit of cleanup. Probably my mentality on this right now is I want to eliminate one of blue or brown, because brown has a lot of violence. It's going to be hard to really clean them up, so I think I may just try for cleaning up blue. Not too sure. So it looks like blue right now, if you watch the mini-map, is pushing into Poland and attacking my units at a really bad point. So that's really kind of tough. Like, he's got a big ball of units. I don't have much. All my units are tied up in Finland to keep brown occupied. So I'm not too sure what I do here.
The doctor is in.
It's about to get heavy.
Okay, so it looks like I might be getting worried about dark blue. Because he's getting big. He just took Africa, so I think I decide to attack him right now because this is the ideal moment to attack him. He just, like, doubled his income, but he hasn't received any of it yet because he just finished fighting. So if there's a point in time to get him out of your area, right, he's really badly placed being in the Middle East. I had to clean him out right now. Before he became too much of a threat, and I wouldn't have the choice of getting him out there, and he would have more than likely attacked me in the Middle East, so I had to do that. So right now I'm really, so it looks like blue just left. That's why I'm not dead in Europe. I should have been dead in Europe, but it took off. So that's also why I probably attacked dark blue without worrying about blue.
It's go time.
So at this point, I don't have too much money in the bank, but I'm still trying to push into Africa a little bit because I can't really do much elsewhere. So it's down to 3 players, and I'm just really trying my best here to grab as much income as possible and not get into any battles that I cannot win. So looks like Brown was getting desperate and was pushing into my choke. Now I just brought everything over and just really give it all I've got. It looks like I'm really struggling in the Balkans, however, I'm going to take control of the screen right now. So yeah, so Balkans is looking really kind of bad. So I think I'm just going to pull back here and just try and defend as much as possible. Looks like I just broke through with Brown, so that's great. I probably take, 75% of my units and I bring them back down into the mainland. And then I just continue cleaning up with the rest. I grabbed some drop ships down in Africa and Middle East to bring over to Africa and just help finish this up. And
Smells like
there you go.
victory.
Everybody left. I took all the land, so that was a good game.